What are you cooking, Ethan? Oh, pork chop. Ethan's like kind of a master chef. What is it right now that makes you think this is not a dream?
I don't know. That's kind of weird to think about, because like you don't really know. It could be.
No, no one told you that it would be nice. When your knowledge falls off its edifice, you don't even know if you got out of bed, and you're not even sure if you really have a human head. I think therefore I
That's not good. That's a warning. Use my forehead.
What is it now that makes you know you're not dreaming?
There's nothing that would make me know I'm not dreaming, except I feel like I'm not dreaming.
Hey, I know.
Why?
You don't always feel pain in your dream, and right now my kneecaps are kind of hurting.
That's a good point. She clawed me earlier because she was afraid of a goose.
The geese are coming.
What is epistemology? Epistemology is the study of knowledge. What can we know? How can we know anything? Normally, we simply assume that we have knowledge of all sorts of things. I am in Iowa. I see a skunk. 2 + 2 = 4. Other people are in the room with me. Wait a minute, did you say skunk? But skeptical arguments give us reason to question what we normally take as obvious. Skeptical arguments are philosophic arguments that go against our common sense assumption that we can know things. While René Descartes was not a skeptic, he wanted his readers to take skepticism seriously. So, he put on the skeptic's hat in Meditation 1 to prove to his readers that skepticism is a real problem. Wow, the amazing effects you can achieve with Photoshop. And that brings us to Descartes' first skeptical argument, the argument from illusion. Premise 1. If something has deceived you in the past, you cannot be certain that it is not deceiving you right now.
No. Done with your diplomatic fucking answer.
All right, cool. Right, well, you're gonna have to, you're just gonna, because I'm...
Look, listen to me. Alex has deceived you in the past, so you can never fully trust him because he's lied to you in the past.
But your senses have deceived you in the past. Here's the bent oar example.
Refraction? Oh, you told me about reflection, but you never said anything about refraction of light.
Therefore, you cannot be certain that your senses aren't deceiving you right now. In all seriousness, do not watch the following if you're prone to seizures. Stare at the red dot in the center if you want to get high with me. Don't be looking away, just stare directly at the dot in the center.
Now look around the room.
What does this argument prove? That we can't trust our senses about anything? Descartes says no. Actually, the argument shows that our senses deceive us only about certain types of objects, ones that are too small and too far away. They do not deceive us about objects big and up close. Viewed from planet Earth, the sun appears to be about the size of a spacious, bouncy room, but that's because it's too far away to use our senses to make a judgment. But my friend GB can't be wrong that her hands are in front of her face, because her hands are big and up close.
Our senses don't make mistakes about stuff like that.
So even though our senses deceive us about some things, we can still trust them about many others. I cannot, for example, be wrong in believing that I'm in a room with other people, or that I'm reading these words, for example. But there's a problem with this solution to skepticism, and that brings us to the second of Descartes' skeptical arguments, the dream argument. I am a man, says Descartes, and I'm in the habit of sleeping, and when I dream, I may believe I am in a room with others reading words on a screen. Premise 1. If you aren't certain that something is true, then you don't know it. If we aren't certain that Alex is having an affair with Charlotte, then we could be wrong. He might not be. Premise 2. You aren't certain that you are awake and not dreaming right now. It's possible you're dreaming right now, right? Therefore, you don't know you are awake and not dreaming right now. So you don't know you're in Iowa, that you're in a room with other people, that you're in college, and that the U.S. is non-fictional. Or for that matter, that you're looking at your device right now and reading these words. Since this argument is logically perfect, the only problem it could have is a false premise. But which premise would you argue is false?
The bigger problem, and the real point Descartes is making, I think, is it possible that your whole life has been one dreamlike experience, for which you have no basis of comparison because you've never been awake? If so, you don't know much of anything with certainty, because all the beliefs you have seemingly could be false. In this picture, alien scientists abducted a fox-like creature, cut out its brain, put the brain in a vat, hooked the parts of the brain with electrodes to their computer so that they could stimulate the brain and cause the brain to simulate a virtual experience. Now the punchline here is, what if they upload the memories into the fox brain of your past, and they erase all the memories it has of being a fox, doing fox-like things? If they do that, then all the memories you have are identical to the memories the fox has. So anything you could use as evidence that you're awake right now, the fox brain could use as evidence that it's not a brain in a vat.
When the fox brain experiences looking in the mirror in its virtual reality, it sees your reflection. What evidence could you have, then, that the fox brain's biography is not your biography? Even in a dream, you might argue, I still know that 2 + 2 = 4. To address this, Descartes introduces the strongest argument of all, the evil demon argument. It shows we can even doubt our math beliefs. Premise 1. If it is possible that an evil demon is manipulating your mind so that you believe false is true and true is false, then you don't know, you aren't certain that your math beliefs are correct. Here, Lori has real psychological certainty that 2 + 2 = 4, but it's only because the evil demon is messing with her mind. The actual truth, which she can't access thanks to the evil demon, is that 2 + 2 = 71. But it is possible that an evil demon is manipulating your mind. So, you don't know math. Once again, the only thing that can be wrong with the evil demon argument is a false premise. But which premise are you going to reject? By the first passage of Meditation 2, Descartes sounds worried. If these arguments work, we cannot know. Maybe the only thing certain is that nothing is certain. Here's a little analogy based on that first passage of Meditation 2. You want to be on the surface of the water where you have knowledge, but illusion, dream, and evil demon arguments have sucked you down into the whirlpool. What can you know? Is there one belief you can be certain of that will help you work your way back to the top and save knowledge? Yes, Descartes' solution to skepticism will require him to get certainty into belief. What is a belief that's indubitable, undoubtable? What is a belief that I can know in spite of the dream argument and evil demon argument? To discover Descartes' solution to the problem of skepticism, play Descartes' Funland, located at the bottom of the opening page of the Deepest Flux website.
With an evil genius, you can even doubt math. What's it gonna take to put the foundations of knowledge on a secure path? It's like you're always stuck in the second meditation. Is there no way out of this skeptical situation? I think, therefore I am. It's a cogito. I think, therefore I am. That's a cogito. I think, therefore I am. And if you think too, then you think, therefore you